Have you ever been to one of those cities that you didn't expect to fall in love with, but you did? This is how I felt when I went to Mesa.
Just getting off the plane. That was a really good flight. I'm gonna go get my luggage and meet Joanna, who is part of Visit Mesa tourism board, and we're gonna go and explore. Everybody, this is Joanna.
I always thought it was a city for old people. There wasn't much to do there. But boy, was I wrong. This is an outdoor, adventurous paradise.
This is where I'm staying. It's the Residence Inn in East Mesa. And if you come over here, you can see this gorgeous view. I'm actually right near the hot tub, the swimming pool. Gorgeous, gorgeous view. Little bathroom. Reusable shower lotion and conditioner. Way to go, Residence Inn. Cutting down on that waste, plastic waste.
After quickly freshening up, we were going out on the town. Down Main Street that is full of neon signs, delicious food, and wine tastings.
Look at the rainbow. I'm so excited. This seriously is like the pot at the end of the rainbow during winter time to be able to come to Mesa.
Our first adventure was about to begin on the Apache Trail. With over 40 miles of paved and unpaved road, it truly is an epic road trip. Our first stop was at the Superstition Mountain Museum.
The Ocotillo, it's a great adaptation. When it's dry, it loses its leaves and looks dead. But after a rain, it's like a miracle. It all of a sudden starts popping out these beautiful little leaves so it can start making food again. The Ocotillo is also known as the fence plant. The Mexicans learned long ago that if you take a branch, you cut it off and stick it in the ground, it will root quickly. And so they would do that and make corrals out of the branches.
This is a 15-acre museum right near the Superstition Mountains and the famous Flatiron Hike. This particular outdoor museum is home to 17 television series, 29 full-length feature films, and hundreds of commercials, all with the Western theme. The most famous of these was Charo, featuring the king himself, Elvis Presley. You can even get married in an Elvis Presley Memorial Chapel or attend Cowboy Church. Yeah, that's a real thing. Be sure to stop into the museum where you can learn all about the Lost Dutchman gold mine, where Jacob Waltz, an infamous gold miner, never really revealed the secret of where he claimed a massive gold mine was in the Superstition Mountains. There's also Native American artifacts and other military-associated history in the museum. I'll leave a link in the description box below to my website where I will go into detail on all these places featured in the video and how to get there, where to stay, and what to do for your ultimate winter getaway to Mesa. Next stop was the Dahle Steamboat on Canyon Lake, where you can take a twilight dinner cruise, go kayaking, fishing, and there are even places to go camping as well. I've always wanted to go on a steamboat because it makes me feel like I jumped into a Mark Twain novel.
So we're gonna go on the Dahle Steamboat. It's gonna be about an hour ride, I think, where there's a lot of flora and fauna and, beautiful scenery of the Superstition Mountains.
This was going to be a especially unique boat trip because it's not just that it was a steamboat, but we were able to see bald eagles nesting as well as bighorn sheep.
How are you? I'm Captain Jason Scott.
How long have you been doing this?
7 years.
And why did you pick this place, like a steamboat of all things?
Yeah. The lake's just beautiful for one thing. Big orange sheep, bald eagle.
This was such a relaxing ride, but made me realize how hungry I was. So we stopped at Tortilla Flats, an old stagecoach stop on the way to Roosevelt Dam, where we were able to witness something very unique, a flash flood. And eat some delicious food, including the famous prickly pear lemonade and ice cream. Prickly pear ice cream. Okay guys, prickly pear cactus ice cream cone. Say that 10 times fast. Oh my gosh.
There you go.
Thank you so much.
Welcome. Have a wonderful day.
If you come out to Tortilla Flats, you definitely have to get some prickly pear ice cream. The base flavor is very sweet. It has a little bit more of a plant-like taste to it rather than a sickly sweet taste like you get in ice cream normally. So highly recommend it. Next up is the Goldfield Ghost Mine. This place feels like you're walking into a functioning Western movie set. There's an underground gold mine tour, zip lines, a mini gun range, and a reptile exhibit. The crowning moment for me was visiting Mama's Saloon and visiting with Cowboy Dan. Their motto, this saloon will never be politically correct. If you're an idiot, we will tell ya. Truly my kind of people. When we were walking out of the saloon, we were greeted with a massive thunder and lightning storm. I can't believe I caught my first lightning strike photo. Here I come, National Geographic. After the amazing lightning show, we headed over to Agritopia, a community farm, and also part of the Fresh Foodie Trail, where we had some pizza and some more wine tastings. The next morning, we went to greet our trusty steed for a Segway tour in the desert near the Yavapai Reservation. These things are a lot easier to balance on than you would think, and it's such a great way to tour the desert. Could you get a more picturesque spot? This is Saguaro Lake Ranch. This place is so cool. I'm going to make a separate video just for it, so stay tuned. So after we settled in for the night here in this beautiful backcountry, we had to set our alarms real early for the next day. 5 a.m. rise and shine. I don't really do well getting up this early, but I was about to embark on a bucket list adventure of mine in a hot air balloon with rainbow riders. It was a bit of a flurry of excitement, and it doesn't take long for the balloons to actually fill up. You climb up into the basket and then you're off. It's such an odd sensation to be floating in the air, an almost 1,000-pound basket full of like 12 people with no thrust in order to get up miles above the earth. It's almost a religious experience to be gently floating above the Sonoran Desert, bathed in sunlight and the quiet whispering of the wind soothing your soul. Truly one of the highlights of my travel experiences I've ever had. Of course, all good things must come to an end, but that does require a little celebrating.
Tell Mom not to watch this video.
And the hot air balloon rider certificate to put on your wall for your bragging rights. Despite the early morning adventure, we were off to hike the Wind Cave Trail and learn more cactus facts.
You have to have a permit to move. So when the Arizona Department of Transportation is building a roadway, they will dig them up, take them to a nursery, and they will a lot of times be for sale. But when they plant them, they have to be in the same orientation as they are taken out of the ground. If you turn them just a few degrees, they'll sunburn and die. This plant right here, ladies, you use the product of this plant in your cosmetics and hair oils and stuff. This is the jojoba. J-O-B-A. Okay, you've heard of it.
On all trails, this trail is actually rated as moderate. It does gain about 880 feet in elevation over a quarter mile. It's a great hike for the winter, but with full exposure to the sun, I definitely wouldn't do this during the summertime unless it's really early morning. It's a hike that you can do with the whole family, including your fur babies. Just be sure to bring your camera and plenty of water. I felt pretty proud of myself that I made it up there, actually. If you thought this outdoor extravaganza was ending, you were wrong. We went mountain biking, and there are hundreds of trails for mountain biking in Mesa. It's really one of the most unique deserts in the world. This is the only place that the saguaro cactus grows, and it can live up to 200 to 300 years, and it dots the landscape like giants standing attention to the sun. It was my first time mountain biking, and I really enjoyed being able to go out with a wonderful group of ladies who were so patient with me in learning how to navigate the soft sand trails. And we went on the Maricopa Trail, so definitely recommend that one. There are so many other outdoor activities like tubing down the Salt River, kayaking, and canoeing, and fishing that I didn't even get to experience while I was in Mesa, so I'm definitely going to go back. After a long day of outdoor exploration and adequate exercise, there was nothing more mouth-watering to come back to than the fresh grilled steak and potatoes at Saguaro Lake Ranch, where we were serenaded to sleep for the final day of adventure amidst the gorgeous setting of the desert sun.
I guess some things just don't mix like